Welcome to session 36? 56?
No,
50s?
47. No, 50. Wait.
We're in the 50s. I don't know why I said 30.
Yeah, you throw me off. 50,
57.
55. 55.
55. Okay, welcome to session 55.
55.
Swiggity swell.
I'll smash the music. Here we go.
Welcome to Epic Enclave, where a bunch of nerdy ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Stop that. Write your own intro.
Nope.
We're working on it.
I know this one works. Session 55. Boy, was last one a hoot.
We've lost the one viewer.
Come back. So, we're in the Feywild. Shit's weird, man. We have awoken. Still there. And in this first morning, we've gone off doing separate things. Ozzy went off writing music, where in amongst it, a song sort of started easing into his peripheral, but was quickly sort of distracted by Tiger and the crew to forget it. Picard went off to prepare for the boat race and ended up racing a giant goose named Cassandra. Styles went off. I can't remember any people's names, by the way, that he went off with, so you just have to bear with me. Styles went off and he was trying to see darkness. He was told about the shard where the Fae use it to sort of hide themselves from the real world. And Scarrick went to the forest and discovered some more tattoo plants. Then there was a unicorn race. Scarrig and Picard watched on as Styles, Ozzy, and a couple of Fae raced around. And despite Ozzy teleporting on the final lap, he ended up coming third behind Styles and some guy who don't remember his name won. All the while, there's a constant barrage of spells that appear to be charming the group. Not so much Ozzy, but the rest of the guys. Just making them sort of forget about the real world and be content with the surroundings. And our memories of the real world seem to be getting hazier and fuzzier the more time we spend there. We also remembered, where the fuck's Gearbox? He was with us, right? So Ozzy sent him a message, and we were told that he's in the caves, the big cave system, and he's content with mapping the caves. There was a bit of a heated exchange between Picard and Scarrick. And obviously, yeah, there's some words back and forth, and it ended with Picard inflicting wounds on Scarrig. A big inflict wounds to sort of... this was after
That was
Scarrick...
like one of my mid to low inflict wounds, by the way.
Scarrick riled Picard up by saying that he isn't really the captain Styles is, and that was enough to push him over the edge. But Scarrick just sort of took it in his stride. Didn't show face. Didn't show that it took away half his health. As Ozzy and this gang of musicians have been writing music day by day, the tune just that Ozzy remembering becomes stronger and stronger. The lyrics coming back to him, and basically the lyrics tell of, being wary of the Fae, you'll lose your memory and stuff. And as Ozzy sings it out, he noticed that Tiger looked a little bit distressed. And Ozzy told the group, and all of this is kind of like planting the seeds of doubt about where they are and what's going on. Then we finally got to the boat race after days of promise. It was a boat race in a magical storm. Ozzy and Scarrig were watching from the cliff, away from everyone. They decide that the song is a warning and that we need to leave rapidly. During the boat race, Picard creates a whirlpool which capsizes Styles and caved in the head of a Fey person. But the Fey person seemed to be all right and explained that, you know, these creatures are a little bit different from the rest of us, and it's going to take harder stuff than that to kill them off or hurt them. On the way back to the boat race, Ozzy and Scarrig are talking about Picard and what happened, and Scarrig is frantically, desperately trying to convince Ozzy that they're doing the right thing, that he's doing the right thing, that he'd stay on the path for the greater good, and he's trying to sow the seeds of doubt of Picard, worried that he can't be trusted, that he's a bit of a loose cannon. After the race, the group kind of says to the Fae that, you know, we're ready to leave
Just
now.
adding with a counterpart of like saying that the Mr. Men still should hold together for the final.
Oh, absolutely.
Sort of.
Is saying you can't trust him. However, we need him.
Concentrate on an hour alliance, basically.
Yeah. But that's not to say we need to split up or anything. It's just like, you know, don't trust him. After the race, everyone says like, look, it's time to go, it's time to leave. And all the Fey creatures getting a little bit pushy, like, no, you need to stay, get a bit more forceful than usual. Ozzy and Scarrig have realised that they can cast protection from good and evil, which should hopefully negate the charms. But unfortunately, in this sort of, not confrontation, but in this discussion, Styles is charmed again and gets whisked away off to the Willow Maze, which leaves Picard, Scarrig, and Ozzy deciding they're going to go find Gearbox. And while they sort of go off deciding that, they're like, right, we need to go, we need to grab Styles, we need to get out of here, we need to get Gearbox, get the fuck out, because it's not right. And we kind of formulated some rough plan that we're going to be casting protection of good and evil on each other and stuff, but you need to sleep first, I think, Picard. I can only do it one a day, and I've already done it, so that's kind of where we left it. We got to the mouth of the cave where we think Gearbox is. That was a long-winded one, I'm sorry. That was just a big list to get through.
A lot happened. Yeah, a lot happened. So,
got to set the scene.
It was nearing on what would be evening, as the three of you on top of the cliff make your way, following. You were tracking Gearbox, I think.
Yeah.
And you found a small entrance to sort of in the cliffside that led deeper inside.
We're tracking his map bag.
Yes, that's correct. And you found that the entrance was barred with a gate. That was the final thing. Styles, you, entwined with Moonstorm, are in the Willow Maze, assumedly talking, relaxing, and eventually falling into slumber. How do you wish to proceed? Styles, this may be a bit quiet on your end for a little bit.
Yeah, I think Styles is full on in it, and he has gone full native. He's embracing.
Yeah.
He's literally chasing the shadows, isn't he?
Yes. Yes.
DM.
Is there a lock?
Yep.
There was a point in the last couple of days that I'd forgotten about because it was sort of offhandedly said. You made me do a perception check at one point, and I noticed someone carrying a sack I think it was into the forest or to the cliffs or something. Like, was this the place where he was heading, the direction he was coming in?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he seemed to be sort of heading up to the viewing cliff where you'd been, and then into the woods behind. So you can assume. Well, you think it may be this direction. You can't be 100% sure, but it would make a link. Yes.
I think I saw one of the guys, one of the Fae, come this way with he was carrying like a big sack a couple days ago. It might not mean anything. Like just come to me now as we're here. With that, I'm gonna look around, see if I can see anyone else around. Are we being followed or?
Okay, make a perception check. And Scarrick, you were asking if the gate is locked, and yes, it does seem that down one side of it, built into the intricate metalwork of the gate, there is a large keyhole.
17 on perception.
Are we at the
17.
lock?
I'd assume you've come into this clearing where you can see the entrance and the lock. As you look beyond the gate, you see a tunnel just descends into darkness deeper into the cliff. Ozzy, as you peer around in the odd twilight lighting that is the Feywild's natural light, you don't see anyone following you or peering in at you.
All right.
I'm going to try and stick my ghost arm in the lock and see if I can sort of feel out the mechanism or any such thing like that.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Alrighty,
please.
Roo. 18.
18. The lock is quite simple. It's not too intricate, and with your hand you can feel the keyhole is almost oversized. You could almost fit your normal hand into it. So your ghost hand has no problem in getting through and then being able to feel the latch and the pins inside the lock. I'd say after 2-3 minutes of pushing up and down and trying to turn, you manage to click and it opens. You pull the gate towards you and it creaks slightly as it opens on its hinges.
Excellent. Well, fellas, it looks like we're pushing on.
Shuffle on through as front guard. And as I shuffle on, I'll just sort of mumble to Ozzy. Not quite as quick as Styles here.
Oh, you couldn't just appreciate it.
Ruthless.
It did take him a while.
Okay.
Oh dear, the music has
It's
changed.
definitely got more ominous.
Oh,
no.
I thought
what
it was just
order?
to pick up a guy and then go
What
away
order
and have
are
a
you in?
beer.
Scarrick's
you
first.
said you were first.
Scarrick's 50 feet in front of everybody, he said.
With Ozzy.
He said he ran ahead, and he said he didn't fear any danger.
I don't need my shield.
Did you say the music's changed?
Yeah,
can you hear the music? Oh, you hadn't heard any music yet?
Well, I am quite far away. I just
That's true.
we can't hear it.
You may want to reload roll 20, but at the moment, I wouldn't stress too much.
It's
It just kind of sounds like this.
It's dark and
oh.
To be fair, there might be a
ominous.
slim chance I'm not in roll 20.
That you're not. That is why you can't hear the music.
Oh.
Well, when you log in, you should be able to hear it. So this tunnel is hewn out of the rock. Although it's spacious, it's around 10 feet wide most of the way down, and the ceiling itself is around 10 feet high. At points a little bit larger where it's its ceiling concaves up and down. There's enough space in here to move around. enough space to swing a weapon if needed. But at the moment there is no light. The tunnel descends down steps, and then around 30 feet ahead it twists to the left.
Right.
I'm
Is
going
it-
to
can-
cast.
Can we all
I'm
see?
going to cast light. I think you've got dark
The only
vision.
person that can't is Pycard, yes.
Yeah.
I'll
I can cast some light if you
save
need
you the
it.
spell. I was gonna do something.
I've got a cantrip that can do
So
it.
I've got a light cantrip. I'll cast light on my glove.
Use his doodaddy!
I haven't used a doodaddy.
Oh, what
once.
do, Daddy?
I only made someone smell once. That's it.
Well done.
My magical tinkering. Oh, it's only 5 foot of light.
Just
Weak.
I like to
Fast
think,
moving.
Scarrick, you using that power that you haven't had chance to use yet, create this small ball of light in your
Yeah, I
hand,
like
which
to think I just
casts around
cast it
you.
on
Okay.
like
Like
the
a-
loot or something, like Ozzy's loot.
Yeah.
And it just like slightly glows, and then you can.
And then I cast light on my glove, and there's just.
I'm like, oh.
Oh yes, that's
That's
light.
a bit better.
As it's illuminated, the rock formations on the walls cast long stretched shadows that fill the voids and nooks in the natural surfaces.
is it this way then, Skyrick, right?
I was pinging down here.
Yeah,
Right,
at the moment
onwards.
you get a ping. If you zoom out a little bit, you would be able to locate to around here if you can see my ping on the map.
Nope.
Nope.
Mine's
How
black.
fucking big is this place?
It's in the
I've
north.
got the whole thing in my map. I don't know if because it's behind Shroud.
It might
do
be
we
because
see
it's in this. Yeah, it might be because it's in the shadow. I'm not sure. It's in this direction, but a good
Mhm.
60, 70 feet away, if not a bit more.
Yeah. Let's just push on.
Yeah, keep given what's happened so far, keep an eye out for any traps.
You're moving stealthily, or
I'm not
Nope,
necessarily
his
moving
Scarrick's in the
stealthily,
lead.
I'm going slowly.
okay?
So as
So you're-
stealthy as that.
You're taking careful steps,
more
but your armor
cautious.
still chinks and thingies.
Yeah, we don't have
you-
any reason to be stealthy particularly, do we? We just
Yeah,
gone
it's
for-
about, like
gone
I was
for a
gonna
lock
have
gate,
Maybe
so-
conversation. Is
So,
well, yeah, but at the
depends.
same time, it's like we're meant to be down here looking for our friend because we're.
we did say we were
he's
going to
just
do that,
mapping.
didn't we?
That's sort of what they've told us.
that's what locks mean. Anyway, but that's fine. If that's the way you're perceiving it, you come down. As you get down to the corner, you see it twist back on itself, and you hear an odd squelching noise. I assume at this point you've moved down to around here.
Yeah, sorry.
You see coming out of an alcove a small creature. You don't quite pick him up until the light sort of casts on him, as he's only small. He's smaller than you, Scarrick. Probably only 2 feet off the ground. His eyes glow in the light, and they're sort of large saucers. His body seems greasy and wet, and as he sees you, his face goes into one of shock, and he begins to run up the alleyway back into the
Is that right?
darkness.
Oh, yeah, wait,
Not going to harm you.
We're friends.
As you get there, Scarrick, you step in a puddle. Your foot sticks to the ground, and you try and, as you pull your boot up, you find this black, oily substance that looks like what was on the creature has stuck you to the floor. It's not super glue, it's not super sticky, but it's enough to stop you in your tracks for a minute while you pull your feet out.
Oh, hold on, guys. There's a bit of gunk here. You know, might need to watch out for.
How far can we see ahead and
At the
in
moment,
this
you
way?
can see. I'm just showing you. Oh, into there. You see. Sorry, Matt.
I do have dancing lights I can put ahead of us. If
Yeah,
we
you
need.
see in here there is a small chamber. Well, it's not tiny. It's a decent size, to be fair. It's around 20 by 20 feet wide. In this chamber, there are several ledges, and you see a few more puddles of this black goop sort of glistening on the ground. There is no other creatures in here that you can see.
If I can move on, I will keep going.
But
Oh, shit.
Scarrick. Which way I would avoid the puddle that he got stuck in, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you can. It's around 5 feet, but it's sort of spread enough that you can sort of step in with caution. You can step in places where it's not and get
Scarrick.
past.
Scarrick, just point in the direction where he is.
Okay. I can't remember when I did it as well, because like it's only a 10-minute in it, so
Oh, is it? It would have been
at this point it's
longer
probably
than
just
10 minutes, maybe.
yeah.
At the
I'm
moment,
wasting my spells. I think I'd just be like, well, let's just follow it in. Like,
you know he's in northeasterly direction anyway, from when you came in, so that bearing wouldn't have changed.
Okay, well then I'm going to point in that direction.
hmm
And if he's within 120 feet of me, I can cast message to him. Point your finger towards a creature within range.
Yep. And you just
You can cast this
if you
spell
move up to where
through-
Scarrick is, yep. There you go. It was 125.
Well, it says you can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is
Yep.
beyond the barrier.
Yeah. You could, I mean, yeah, have a pop shot.
But 1 foot of stone blocks the spell.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to go in a straight line though. It can go around.
Okay.
I know it's a bit complicated, but I don't want to cheat.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll try it. And
I mean,
tell
you
me if
can't
it
tell
works.
whether it hits or not, can you?
He can respond
Or
to
can
me.
you? Yeah.
So I would point in his direction and say, Gearbox, we're coming to help you. We're in the cave. We're gonna come help you do the map making. You all right?
You get no reply, but as you listen in the silence, you realise there is another noise now. The noise of water running just up ahead.
There's no response, but that doesn't mean we need to worry. It could just be a little bit too far away. We'll just keep going. I'll keep trying it. And like every 10-15 feet, I'm just going to keep doing that message until he comes into range.
I'll reveal the area that you see before you as you come into this chamber. So as you enter this chamber, there's a large rock formation in the center which sort of steps down towards you. At the top of this formation there is a large stone pillar which seems to be created. Attached to the pillar are ropes which aren't on the map, but they guide across to the other side. And next to the ropes there are small wooden, almost like bucket seats that can be hooked on and dragged across, as well as different sized crates. You see now the source of the water sounds. It's a river which seems to cut through the valley, and you can see wisps of mist come up from where it is. Ahead of you to the east, there are some other stone boxes, and a small brazier casts flickering light across the scene.
As we sort of walk into here, enter it, I'm still not getting a response back.
No.
Okay.
We got a quick way across, or are we just using the buckets?
Well, what is this place?
You see on the other side of the water,
It's
underneath this stone arch, there is like an archway where the ropes glide into.
I don't think we have time to try and uncover that kind of stuff. I think we just need to get
I mean, your eyes are caught by a stone slab
Sacrificial
covered
fucking
in
table.
blood.
This doesn't feel like the rest of the Fae.
No, this feels different. This isn't happy. This is ominous. Is that blood? I'm gonna go over to the thing and have a look.
Um,
Fuck.
As you look, you see a stone table. On the table are remnants of dried blood. You see strands of rope that have been cut and laid on the floor, some of it blooded. But other than that, there are no other visceral parts. It's only the blood that remains. For those of you looking west, peering out of the darkness of that's a box,
Okay.
stone chest. For those of you looking west, you see almost like cat's eyes, these small white circles peering from the gloom of this tunnel that leads deeper, caught in your light and the light of the fire. They are the eyes of the small creatures that ran away. Now there are 2 pairs.
Oh yeah, this is blood. This is blood. Blood. This doesn't look good. This looks like a fucking sacrificing table or something.
I
Who's
don't
doing
think,
the sacrificing?
Hosts are too
I-
happy about us being here.
As I turn and see these eyes, I'm gonna go.
They sort of dart back into the shadow.
I'm gonna say hello, and I'm gonna cast dancing lights and get them to follow them.
Okay.
So like 4 torch-sized lights, like glowing orbs that hover in the air, and I'm going to shoot them off in their direction. They can go up to 120 feet.
From your perspective, the lights shoot into the cave, and then with you sort of command them to follow, they dart left and right into alcoves and dim. There is now a glow in this internal chamber, but you can tell there are chambers off this, possibly small because the lights are still there. They haven't gone any further than sort of your range of vision.
Hello, we're friendly. You can come out.
There's no response.
Is this your sacrificing table? It's dirty.
Come on, I think we need to move. Did you say there's like a rope line across?
Yeah, so there's like almost like a zip line across,
I'm
like a
gonna-
pulley system.
I'm gonna try to open this chest.
Okay. You move the stone lid with a scrape, but it's quite simple for a gentleman of your strength. Inside you find coils of rope, a series of chains and manacles, and a pile of folded sacks, similar to the sack that you saw the person carrying.
Oh god. Guys, this is the same kind of sack that I saw that man carrying.
Oh,
Oh my! Do you think they're sacrificing people? Oh my god! Are we the next victims? Oh my god, Styles! We left him alone.
Yeah. Don't worry about Styles, we're fine.
he can handle himself.
Sounds like
Can he?
And at the moment, we haven't done anything wrong. There's no rush for them to do anything. So let's get Gearbox, and get out, and get Styles.
I don't know about this.
Forget the weird little slimy buggers. I'm just gonna jump in a bucket then and
okay.
slide on down.
You pull yourself across. It's almost like a washing line that you'd extend washing out on. As you pull the rope, you make your way across the water. The water's flowing. It's going to be a long making away. The water isn't flowing too quickly, but it looks cold and clear. At the bottom, you see small, shiny bits of sand and silt. You, after quite stretched. Ooh. You get warped.
You passed through a warp hole.
Yeah, let's fix that. you get to the other side and jump off, send the bucket back for the others. As you get into here, another chamber opens out up the stairs.
Send the bucket
There's a large
back.
rock in the center.
Send the bucket back.
In the space of 3 or 4 minutes, you'll manage to get across, if you wish. Do you cast message again, Ozzy?
Yeah, once we get to the other side, I would try it again.
Okay. What is it you say?
Gearbox. Gearbox, can you hear me? It's Ozzy. We're coming to help you. You okay?
Ozzy! Oh, splendid to hear from you. I am okay. I appear to be in some form of prison.
He's been tied up. He's in a prison.
Well,
Why didn't he say when you first talked to him?
I don't know.
he's a stupid creature.
He seemed alright. Maybe the circumstances have changed. Maybe when we remembered about him, they thought, oh fuck, we need to. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm just shagging all the time.
That doesn't bode so well for Styles now you said that.
Oh shit.
Well, at least he's been imprisoned and not destroyed.
This
Or
is true.
maimed.
This is true. He hasn't been sacrificed.
Let's hope for us yet.
Probably only because he doesn't have blood.
Oh shit, yeah, maybe.
But do we know if Styles definitely has blood?
I've seen him bleed. He's been hit loads.
That is unfortunate.
Make a perception check. Just anyone who would be trying to, or you all can.
15?
15,
10.
10.
16.
The sound of the water in this smaller chamber is quite loud, and it stifles out most of the other noises you would be able to hear. Yeah, that's where we're at for now.
As the sort of fear and ominousness. Well, actually, no. After he says that he's imprisoned and we have that little back and forth, I'm gonna go invisible, just in case.
Okay. We'll do the ninja. Okay. Your
Where'd
turn
he go?
to move.
I've gone
Mr.
invisible.
Ozzy?
I'm invisible, just
Oh.
in case.
Oh, I see. Just in case what?
Just in case there's something bad that's gonna get us.
Well, I feel safer already. Should we push on?
Are we giving up on the pretense of trying to be friendly, or now we know he's in prison?
We were never going to be friendly, and you know it.
I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
There's blood everywhere, Scarrick.
It could be a.
They've had the doubt.
table.
As you come into this chamber, you see a few doors. There is a door to the south, door to the east, closed door to the north. Sorry, they're all closed, and stairs that descend down to the west. The ping that you got obviously was northeast prior.
Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go for this one.
Okay. As you are you just pushing it open, kicking it open?
Pushing slowly.
Okay. As you slowly open the door and the light from your light spell behind sort of creeps through, you see two shapes huddled over. They seem to be in conversation. As soon as the door opens, their heads snap towards you. These creatures look like a cross between a dwarf and a goblin. Their limbs are thin, skin taut to the bones, angular elbows with clawed hands, but their faces have large white beards. Each wear a huge red cap that comes back over the head and then droops down into a point. On their feet, huge iron boots riveted around and bolted on. When they see you, their eyes flash and they reach for their sickles.
Oh, hi guys. And I'll say whatever my magic word is, because I haven't come up
Please?
with one yet.
Yeah.
To activate my animated shield. So that will hover up above me now. And,
Always wear protection.
and then I'll just run in there and take a swing with my warhammer.
Yeah, no questions
Let's
asked.
see, you started off with, "Oh, hi guys, I'm just popping into." Fucking die!
With that, then you'll take one strike, and then I guess we better roll for combat.
Oh, we better.
We had better.
Oh, come on! Natural 1 for a 10.
Misjudging the size of this room, the ceiling's slightly lower than the others. As you go to take an overarm swing, your hammer hits a stalactite from the ceiling, knocking it off, and the red cap has a chance to rapidly roll out of the way. Okay, I need you all to give me a roll, please.
Oh. 11.
9.
11. 9. Scarrett,
Why
were you
didn't
9?
this shit- oh, it's changed. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
look, yeah.
A 5.
5. Get all them bad rolls out, mate.
I'm all bad rolls.
So the red cap, seeing you miss, immediately picks up, well, with his sickle. Yeah, what's that, bud? Whoa, that's cool. Awesome. Thanks. Immediately, rolls his sickle and then lifts it above to swing, almost like a side swipe towards your stomach. He also rolls a natural 1, and as he does, he slips backwards, sort of landing on his feet sticking out on the ground. The other one charges up to the side of you and takes a massive swing with its huge iron boot, and I need you to make a dex save, please.
13.
Okay. Just let me find my things. The creature, getting a sudden burst of speed from this sort of 5-6 feet it's got between you, charges to you, bringing back its leg, swinging it towards you, catches you in the side of your leg. You take 20 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone as the force of this creature is just diverted into its foot. This huge grin comes off across his face, and the one laying on the ground next to him begins to laugh.
Wow.
Fuck.
High
I
card.
didn't think about this.
You wanted to. You said, "Let's be friendly."
When you said magic word, I thought you were just going to do the acid breath thing. I was like,
I thought we were being friendly. You perceived the situation as friendly.
we don't talk anymore.
Right.
Someone's about to get his head kicked in, so literally.
Yeah.
Scarrick's always going down.
If I go to here,
Yeah.
can I sort of jab at the red cap through this little gap?
Yes, but you will be in he'll be able to hit you with the same regard.
That is fine. That is absolutely fine. I shall go there. And
In fact, we'll say yes, but each of you will be in cover, because that makes more sense, doesn't it? Just let me find my cover stats.
How does fucking cover work?
I had it written down when we were doing the assault on the thingy. Here we go. You'll each be in half cover, so you'll have +2 bonus to your AC
Oh, interesting.
and dex saving throws.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still roll all that. That seems good.
Yeah.
So Packard runs up and he tries to slide his rapier through the gap.
Okay.
Is 11 gonna hit?
No, definitely not.
Oh, that's important.
Again, it's your vision that's mainly blocked by this cover, so you're sort of almost blind swinging through. And this creature's so small, you haven't quite seen its stature yet. You swing above his head and he manages to duck underneath. Anything else?
Nope. That is end of turn.
Ozzy, you're next. And then it'll be you, Scarrick.
Okay, so I'm gonna run to this door
Uh-huh.
and try and push it open.
Okay, you're invisible, aren't you?
Yeah.
It swings open. Inside, you see...
Oh jeez.
Let me get rid of that. I mean, you haven't seen the other creatures, but you see this red, impish-sized figure. He is stood on top of the... Actually, the stone table's low. It's built for them. He stood next to the stone table, his sickle in hand. And you can see just past him, there are remnants of a body on the table, stripped completely naked.
Yeah.
All that is left currently is the lower half of the torso and one leg, and he is proceeding to chop with a saw the leg into chunks.
Oh wow. Wow. Is this what we've been eating?
Oh, duh. Wow.
Oh no, he's stroking his beard. We've been eating people.
I
No
mean,
wonder it tasted so good.
somebody did call it Styles on the very first day in the Fae.
Oh no.
This isn't
Nice.
people, is it?
Does he? Well, I would say
So that's what you see.
invisible.
You're invisible, and let me see if he notices you. He hears the door and turns and looks, and he sort of stops soaring, reaching for his sickle. He hasn't seen you, but he knows something's up.
Okay.
And at this point, he can hear the others. I'd say at this point, he's realised there's something going down, so he will move next turn.
Fuck.
Okay, bud, enjoy. Yeah, it'll be...
Is it a humanoid? Oh no, that's not right. Oh fuck, sorry.
It's alright.
Okay, well.
Kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. He needs to make a Wisdom save. I become visible as well.
Okay. It is a 4.
So it takes 3d6 psychic damage. 6, 9, 14 psychic damage, and must immediately use its reaction to move as far away from me as possible.
You see, he drops his sickle, which is attached with a twine to his belt, so it drops to his side, like flowing. His hands go to his ears as these horrible voices just echo in his head. These screams, sounds of pain, sounds that really he should have heard over the years, but he never has. He cowers and begins to march back in his boots into the back corner. He has 25, so he'll move up onto that ledge. Okay, that you?
And then I'll shout to the guys, "Oh, there's a little guy sacrificing somebody in here."
Hey, go to bed,
Scarrick, it's your turn.
Yeah, they'll stand there.
If you're done, Ozzy.
Yeah, so I will take. Do I get 2 swings now? Because it's new initiative.
You're prone at the moment,
Oh.
so it'll take half your movement to stand up, which is
Oh.
fine if you don't want to move.
Yeah, no, I don't want to move, so I'll stand up.
The one
I'll
to
take
the
it.
left of you is prone on the floor. The other one is stood, so you'll get
do you get
advantage
any
on an
sort of-
attack.
You do?
If he's prone, yeah.
So I will take a swing for the prone one.
Mhm.
With my Warhammer, but a double-handed swing because my shield is in the air. 8. Why is that not looking? Oh, yeah, it is. An 8.
You rolled damage, not.
What? Oh shit, yeah, I need to roll to actually hit, don't I? So,
Yeah.
Fucking hell. 13.
Is that with advantage if you rolled twice?
No, I haven't.
Come on, James.
Come on, James. How long are you?
Oh, well, that's a bit better. Natural 20. 29.
Nat 20. Yeah. So it's a crit. So double damage. Add your modifiers.
Right. That is 19 damage for the first swing.
Nice.
These guys look small. I don't think I need to fucking smite them. Yeah, I'll
Smite
deal
him.
that.
Smack the fuckers!
I mean, bear in mind one has done 20 damage in one kick with you.
Exactly.
What are you saving it for?
Do not hold back.
Smite the cunt.
If there's more, okay. I will add. Add divine smite to that. Right, 2d8.
How many slots do you have?
Oh fucking hell. I haven't fucking done this in ages.
Because it'll be doubled as well with the crits, the smite. So
Yeah, so that's why I need to do it on here because it's already loaded in. Where is Divine Smite on that? It's on like it's not
Features
on spells,
and
it's on like
traits,
features or something. Yeah.
I think it just tells you how many you need to roll.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. So expend 2d8 radiant damage.
So it'll be 4d8.
Oh well. Right.
Or do we double the we double the result, don't we? No, it's
Double the
damage.
dice.
double the dice, yeah.
Double the dice, yeah. And then you add on whatever, like your strength or whatever. But I think that's how we do it.
Alright, so you've got the 19 normal damage plus 13 radiant damage.
Nice. Okay.
Is it just 4d4?
Yeah.
In Divine, is it not d6s?
Fuck, it's D8 it says.
Fuck's sakes.
Roll
These
another
D20s.
4d4, mate.
How high are you? Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
That's cool, bud.
Fucking hell. Yeah, what's
Do you want me to
D8?
roll it
Why
for
don't I
you?
roll D4? Right, so 4 more D4.
Yeah, 4 more.
No,
dice.
That actually
D8.
go high, I just fucking haven't. I hate
4
having to not
D8.
have it.
Wow, that's awesome, buddy.
What?
4d8.
Yeah, but I've already rolled the other one, or are we just not counting that?
No, because it's not the right dice.
Well, I need to
Right,
add that back on then.
4d8. 1, 2,
fine.
3, 4. And you taking that off, Paul?
Yeah, just tell me
13.
what you... Roll 4d8,
Right, so I've got
yeah.
18 radiant damage now.
18,
So
there we
19
go.
plus 18.
Yeah.
Right, and then I will take another swing.
Alright, good.
Right, roll to hit this time. Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake! 11.
11.
You still get advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's prone, so roll again. Well done. I almost lost
21.
the plot there. 21 hits, roll for damage. He looks bloodied, I'll tell you.
14 damage.
14, okay. So for flavour, after missing on the first swing and him missing you and falling prone, and then this guy coming and just knocking you down, you take that rage from the one on your right and you just begin to pummel into this one on the left, just repeatedly smashing into his head until you basically decapitated him with force. There isn't a face where a face should be, and he is dead. Is that you, Scarrick?
Yarp. That's
All right,
me.
The other one, seeing you destroy his friend, is gonna kick you again, because he is. Actually, I'm not sure if he can do that unless he's running. I don't think he can. So he's gonna attack with his sickle, which is actually a multi-attack. But the other one failed first. So let's see. With this big boy, we got another nat 1. We got a 7 and a 3. Jesus Christ. He swings. Your shield dropping down to the side of you as I'd imagine this is happening as you're beating his friend to death. Your shield just blocking all these blows behind you as he's just trying to smash through it. The other one's going to move. Oh, he can't move because you've done Dissonant Whispers, haven't you? Which lasts how many rounds, Kurt?
No, on his go, he can come back
He
in.
can come back. Okay. He begins to charge across the room towards you, and then he's just going to dash.
Nope. Get back.
He unfortunately for you, he had to use his dash to get to you because he's not that fast. But you hear like these guys are making a huge racket as their iron boots like smash into the ground, and you can see now there are these dusty pebbles on the floor where the sheer force of them walking is breaking up the sediment and the rock. Picard, it's your go. Then
Paul,
it's on
did you allude to that these guys are deaf?
No.
Because I'm sure you said
He's like
you see, you couldn't
dumb
hear
to the
the
screams,
You couldn't hear the
like they
screams or
couldn't-
something. Like, what
They
did you mean
haven't
by that?
heard them all their lives.
No,
Yes.
I mean the people that he chops up are dead when he chops them up.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that was where I was going with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try another little rapier strike
Okay.
on this fella. Yeah. It's an 8. It's not going to hit.
No, you're struggling to get through in this narrow gap. You need to get Scarrick to move, or you need to move back and try something different.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I've got a plan.
All right. No bonus actions or anything, Picard?
Nah.
Ozzy, it's you. You're now face to face with this angry little red demon.
I will. I didn't expect him to come so close. I will. As he gets up close to me, I just like hold out my hands in front of me, like, get back, you little tosser! And fire 2 Eldritch blasts right down at him.
Sap.
That's
rolled to hit.
a 16 on the first one.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh. And 20 on the second one.
Yeah, both hits. Dirty 20, was it?
Yeah.
Yep. That's fine.
That's 7, 8, 9 force damage.
Okay. This blast just hits him in the chest, but his face like contorts in pain. But he just like leans into it, and almost like you see him readying to kick you on his next go. He's still looking okay. Anything else? Ozzy?
No, that's me.
Scarrick.
No, it's not me. Then, like, so this is what happens. Do that, pew, pew, and as soon as like the second blast goes off, I like disappear into a puff of smoke and appear over here.
Okay, nice. And I'm assuming he doesn't get an opportunity on that because it's
No, he doesn't.
legend. Nice. From this angle, you see the table is just thick with years of blood and dissection. And you can see now down inside the half-human that is left. An interesting perspective. Scarrick.
So I'll just like turn around slowly and wipe the fucking brains off the hammer, look him in the face and go, "You've taken our friend," and take a round the head swing with my warhammer. Ugh. For a 13.
It's not good enough. He ducks out the way just
swing it
as your
round
hammer
again.
comes down and smashes into the ground next to him. He's quite nimble.
I'll swing it around, but yeah, take another
Yep.
swing, 28.
Yeah, that hits. Lifting it as you often have done before. When you've missed that first one, you have the strength to pull back and get almost like a backhand from the ground upwards, connecting with his jaw.
That's a 17
17.
damage. He's not hurt, is he?
That was the first impact he's had, yeah. But it's a good one. It cracks his jaw and you see his head whip back, but then his eyes are focused on you, ready to attack.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Is that you? I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
but I'll maybe
try-
just step there.
Okay. So the first one was 18, which misses, I think. 22?
Shield can just be hovering in the middle. 22 meets it, beats it.
Okay. So out of the 3 swings, he hits with 1. But it's only a sickle. Sorry, Packard. You started with a sickle, didn't you? For 6, 10 slashing damage. As the one that he gets you with catches on a weak part of your armor and slits through.
As he does that, I'll go, "I wanted you to do that," and sling the blood back
Yeah.
with a hellish rebuke.
I like to think the sickle cuts down, creating this line of blood that almost freezes in the air as time in our view goes still, and then the blood reanimates under your control back into him.
15 fire damage.
Ooh, nice. The blood hits him like napalm, sticking to his skin, immediately igniting, the flames scorching his white beard and catching parts of his clothes alight. He looked injured now.
I'm also gonna use a reaction.
I was going to say your next pie card. So.
Well, I'm gonna use Sentinel.
Okay.
A reaction to this motherfucker's attack on Scarrick.
Mhm.
I guess we can both use a reaction in terms of the same. Can we both use a reaction?
You can use your reaction at any point during the
Yeah.
turn as
It
long as
all
it hasn't
happens
been
at the
used.
same time,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right then,
Yeah.
so it basically gives me a cheeky little strike with the rapier.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
which doesn't hit anyway because it's 11. Is
Okay.
11 enough? No.
But you have enough space to step into the room now.
Yeah. God damn it, this guy! I just can't get this guy. Yeah, I'll step in
Hand of death.
And
Hand of death.
and I'm going to give him an inflict wounds.
Yeah,
Never
boy.
so slightly flinch.
Yeah. He does like a joke towards Scarrick first.
Does an 18 does an 18 hit?
18 hits, yeah, roll for damage.
All right. 25 damage.
How do you want to do this?
So I've gone for the strike with the sword. So I'd say I'm probably striking with my right hand, and I've missed. And I've sort of like spun it behind me in a nice sort of twirly fashion, and then followed it round with like a slap. So with the motion, I go, whoosh,
Nice.
and this slap just knocks all his teeth out his head as they decay from his skull.
You hear the sound of a whack, and then a like little tinkle sound of teeth hitting rock. As his head twists abnormally round too far, his neck clicks, and then his body slumps to the ground. Okay.
See, I put my sword away and I say, I wish I'd started with that.
Ozzy, you're now behind your foe.
Is it not his go?
The red cap's been, then it was Picard, then it's you, then it's Carrick. Oh shit, yeah, he didn't have a go, did he?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, good shout. I think with him then, what he was going to do anyway on the next turn if he survived, seeing you disappear before him, he's going to flee.
Oh. Over here, you little twat. Oh.
Nice.
And then he's just gonna yeet. You hear a splash echo around the chamber as he leaps into the water, letting the current take him further downstream and away. The battlefield is quiet.
I'm
Guess
just.
I'll be needing this, and I'll just slightly hum and use my healing 35 myself.
I'm just looking over at the body. Is there anyone we recognise? Is it just a generic?
There is
human?
only the bottom half of this person.
Oh, right, okay.
There is
Yeah.
one leg, the groin. It appears to be a male. The other leg is missing, and the entire top half is gone.
One. There's probably more. What is it?
Yeah.
Come on, we've got to go.
There's a body in here.
I know.
There's a few in
there's
here as
no
well.
time.
We fucked them up.
He was chopping him up.
Well, that explains all the blood.
I think we've been eating them.
What? What do you mean you've been eating them?
There is another chest in the corner of your room, Ozzy.
Yeah, I would go to open that.
As you peer inside, it looks odd at first. There is a white, crystalline substance filling it to the brim. As you put your hand in, you recognize the texture and feel of salt. Moving some of the salt away, you see the upper bone of the leg. Fiber? Its large, bulbous hip joint sticking out, and then the meat neatly trimmed around a bit further down.
Picard. Picard.
Yes.
I've got some salt for you.
Oh, well. That's fantastic.
Oh god.
You alright? You look a little green.
Yeah, I think there's
Did you
body parts in here.
explore-
I think I got a funny feeling that we've been eating this shit. Eating people. No wonder it tastes so good.
Well, I hope you haven't developed a taste for flesh.
Uh,
Man flesh.
oh god.
Well-
I just sort of push him aside and scurry out the room.
It's times like this I'm glad I don't eat.
As you explore, Scarrick,
I noticed there's another
you find these chambers are empty.
I push
Yeah, what's
open
that
the
saying,
door.
door?
Where are we going?
I'm not sure.
There's a door here.
Yeah, this is where the ping came from. Opening this door, you see a few things. As your light sort of casts around the room, you see small alcoves mined into the walls. The chamber ceiling here is still around 10 feet. It's quite high. But the bars on the chambers go from floor to roof with small keyholes in each one. Directly in front of you, your light casts off the body of Gearbox, who is sat on a small stone ledge, peering out. And as his eyes fall on yours, he smiles.
Gearbox!
Ah, friends, you have found me.
You're
Splendid.
right, lad.
Yes, I am okay, thank you.
Ah, it's
Did that not
unfortunate.
hurt you?
Oh, no. They were not interested in me as such. They just brought me here and locked me away.
They
Have
said
you had a
were,
good time?
They said you were mapping the caves.
I would love to map the caves. That's a splendid idea. Can we make that arrange?
I think we're
No,
out
no,
of
I
time.
think we need to get out of here now.
Who are you?
Very well.
Who's this guy?
As you look around the others in the chamber where you're looking in with the man, you see a guy sat at the back, a large bowl of food next to him. He looks overweight for a prisoner, and he sort of peers up, his eyes semi-glazed over. Seeing that it's you and not one of the Fae. Actually, who's asking?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
So you
Who's
look kind of
asking?
Fae. He looks up. He's like, "What do you want? What do you want? Leave me alone."
Come on, lad. Time to get out.
What do you mean, get
No,
out, get out?
no.
Who the fuck is he?
Oh, I've heard the screams when people leave.
We're breaking you out, lad. You don't
But-
want to be here. I've seen what they do with you.
I'm confused. Who are you?
We're not the Fae. We came to get our friend, and we're getting out of here.
Insight check. You're
Do I have to roll against that? I'm not being honest anyway.
not Fae.
No.
Why are you here? Why aren't you inside? Why aren't you
we got
prisoners like me?
trapped. We didn't realise, and now we have. We're getting out.
Okay. Okay. And he begins to get to his feet, holding his stomach.
Been
Are there
feeding you
more?
up, have they?
I think so. My stomach hurts. Every day they bring me more and more food.
That sounds great.
Too much. Not a good thing.
Said no one ever.
Okay. Who is that? As he peers out. He's one of them. Get away, hide.
What? Me?
Who?
The skin, the horns. I've seen ones like that. You're Fae.
I'm not
Makes a
Fae.
good point.
I'm a tiefling.
I see.
We look completely different.
Intolerance rears its ugly head again, Ozzy.
Exactly. Racist.
Tiefling. I remember that word.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
How long? He looks confused.
Don't worry, things will clear up when you get out. I
Okay.
think we're all under a bit of a fog here.
Okay, let's go. He sort of finishes getting to his feet and then comes to the bars.
Let's
Maybe
smash the gate
they put Gearbox in here because it doesn't affect him like it affects the rest of us. How's your memory, Gearbox? You feeling fine? Remember
My
why we're
memory
here?
is fine. The only thing that seems to be affected is my accuracy on time. Ever since you entered, things have been a little odd, and I haven't been able to recall what time it is. Have no fear, my direction is tip-top.
Fantastic.
We have to
And
go
you
pick
see,
up Styles. I think we should bail now.
As you're sort of breaking the bars on the prisoner in the north, Gearbox comes and sort of just stretches his bars open and then walks out.
Oh,
Well,
Gearbox.
onwards, adventurers.
Why didn't you just do that in the first place?
I had no reason to.
Exactly. I
You're
take
an
it.
odd fellow.
I peer into these bars. Do I see two skeletons in this
You
cell?
see 2 small skeletons,
Small.
the
That's
size of
exciting.
dwarves.
Hmm.
And if Scarrick peers in,
It's his family.
Scarrick, I assume we would look around them all anyway. As you peer into
yeah.
here, the skeletons, as sometimes happens as bodies slowly decay, the hair is silver grey, hanging over the stretched skin. You
We've eaten Scarrick's family.
see
God,
braided
this is so
into the
dark.
braided into the hair,
Oh.
the common ringlets, the metalwork that would often signal clans. The sigils here resemble that of the Stonecutter clan. The bodies do appear to be whole.
I say, Gearbox, would you be a fellow and grab me one of those red cap corpses and bring it in here, please?
Of course,
Thank
not
you.
a problem.
Noticing like Scarrick's face, I'm like, Scar, do you know these people?
They're, I recognise the clan, but I don't necessarily know them, no.
What clan is it?
But it's Stonecutters.
That's you, right?
No.
Oh.
What's your clan?
Bladefall.
Oh, yes, of
Oh, yeah, of
course.
course. Yeah, I knew that.
It's a surname.
No, but
Right, well, I'd say these chaps have earned some vengeance. Wouldn't you, Scarrick?
I go on then.
Yes, indeed. and then I say,
Can't turn away.
Gearbox, be a dear and bend these bars and fetch these skeletons for me.
Of course, sir. And he goes up and like,
All right, throw them all on a pile together, please. Respectfully, though.
and he sort of lifts them up. Some of the bones like a little bit too old and falling apart, and he sort of
Careful now.
grabs them and he moves them into the center.
Careful. So I'm gonna cast Animate Dead on these 3 corpses. So I would like one zombie,
Start doing it.
1 zombie and 2 skeletons, please.
Okay.
These short little undead
Short.
creatures. So you have this pile of bodies. I was kind of like wisp my hand, and I like to imagine I sort of pump a little bit of soul into them, and up they get.
There we go.
Excellent news, excellent. Mighty fine. Right, well, we're going to need these if we're taking on the Fae?
Possibly. Maybe if we have to go through the camp, we don't necessarily
hang on a minute.
take action.
There's absolutely no way in which we are taking on the Fae. There are hundreds of those creatures, and they're all... None of them can fucking die.
I know, I mean, like, if we have to take on the ones to get to Styles,
There may be some conflict ahead.
obviously we won't be going into camp and taking on anyone we see. We'll try and get to Styles as stealthily as we can.
Me and my boys will stay outside of the perimeter because I fear the undead will cause a stir.
With that one, the skeleton sort of walks into the other and causing this jumble of bones.
I can get Styles out pretty quick,
Good.
as long as he's willing. Which
Now, how do we get out of...
he might not be.
Well, whether he's willing or not, we must take him.
Yeah, but that's not how the spell works.
Oh. Must knock him out?
No, he needs to be willing.
Oh.
I'll
I
talk
will
him into
remind
it.
you that my directions still work. I know where we should be going.
Excellent news, Gearbox.
Yeah, just to fill you in though, Gearbox, the place in which we are is like full of these like Fae creatures. You might have heard of Fae, I don't know. And well, basically our minds are slowly slipping away, and they want to keep us here, and it looks like they've been feeding us people, and we need to get out of here. But Styles is there, and he's charmed, and that's it.
Well, it's a good job you have me.
Is it?
Onwards, gentlemen.
Right.
And he sort of marches past.
Can we not just put a bag on his head?
You head out of the caves and back onto the cliffs. Your view now over the landscape of the Fae.
I scoop up that big pile of gold on the way out.
Are you going to that area? We'll explain what there is.
Might as well. We're here.
Yeah.
As you peer into the area, you see the boggles are still there, hiding in the darkness.
Boggles is a fun
The
word.
Fae creatures are pretty fun. Inside these chambers are just piles of clothes and bones and swords and shields, most rusted and eroded to the point of no return. If you look into the pile of gold, I will say you managed to amalgamate a series of coins worth 152 gold.
152 divided by 3.
If you divide it.
Perfect.
Which is 50 gold each.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, master. So,
Scarrick's got any gold, has he? It's all at the bottom of
I've
the
still got
sea.
it's all on the ship. Booze Cruise Ultimate.
We need something to spend this gold on. We need a magic shop.
As you're on the balcony cliffs, peering out across the Fae, everything seems quiet. The odd twilight time you can tell by your bodies is here, and the Fae creatures do seem to sleep.
We can't just rock back up into camp with Gearbox. They're gonna know that we're
True.
onto them.
Very true.
But we did tell them that we were coming here to find him. Maybe we head back and just be like, "Oh, that's odd. There was a locked gate." Oh, anywho.
And all these dead redcaps inside.
No. We didn't go past the gate because it was locked.
Oh.
So we came back. We haven't found out that they're killing people.
Styles, you've been sleeping for a few hours, perhaps. You roll over, expecting to feel Moonstorm next to you as you have the past few nights. You reach out and feel. Opening your eyes, you see there's no one there.
I would wake up and I just feeling she's not there. I reach for my money purse and realise I have this feeling that I've been ripped off somehow.
All your items are still there. As you peer to where you've been looking at the shadow for so long, there appears to be nothing there anymore. Just a dark patch of willow weave.
I would get up and go exploring, maybe come out and see what the area.
Come around the maze, and over the past few days you found alcoves of animals, alcoves of people sitting in the willow and talking, singing, playing. The area is quiet and still. After 15 or so minutes, you exit the maze to the big glade. Everything is still there, but there is just a lack of people.
I'd rush over to the main square where we've been feasting.
The feasting table lies empty. The stalls around it covered in moss. The usual clutter of dining equipment and food gone. For those on the balcony cliff, you peer down across the glade and you see a solitary figure moving around.
I'd make my way to that figure. Possibly.
No, well,
that's what they say. They say you.
Is that Styles? How far away is he?
You're on the cliff, so you viewed the race from here, so you can sort of see it's him. You're 90% sure it's him, but he is he's, I'd say, out of shouting distance.
I'll cast sending to him.
Okay.
And say, Styles, look up to the cliff. We need to get out of here. Let's go.
I would.
Now.
Bitch.
Quickly.
8 people.
Hurry up. Woo. And then as I send it, I'm going to be like waving my arms like this as he turns to look at the cliff.
Using your goggles, you almost zoom in on the cliff and focus your attention there. You see Ozzy waving, Gearbox waving, Scarrick and Picard standing there, and also 2 skeletons and a zombie.
I command them to wave. Smile and wave, boys.
I'd beckon them to come down. Quick, come.
Oh yeah, you can reply.
Not knowing that they couldn't hear me. I can reply.
Yeah.
No, they've all gone. It's strange. They've all gone quick. You need to help me find them. You need to help me find her.
He's alone.
Perfect.
But which way's out? Is it down there?
Gearbox says, well, we came across the cliffs and then through the clearing and towards that direction. And he points from the balcony cliffs into the woodland at this higher level. If you remember when you first came in, you descended down into the valley, and the balcony cliffs were the first place you came, where you could then see out across this expansive glade.
So we needed to come up to us, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell him I think they're all in the woods, and get him to come up to us, and then we'll convince him at that point. We'll charm him.
Is it so? Is the tables there? But you say they're covered in moss, as if it's been some time.
The tables there. Some of the seats are covered in moss, as if no one's really sat on them. But the table is bare, which is the first time you've ever seen it completely bare. Even between meals, or as you've been passing through, there's always been something laid on there. There's always been some food, some drink. But it's as if it hasn't been used.
In some time or ever.
It's hard to tell from this instance.
I'd just be running around a bit. frantic, like a lost lover, trying to go into places where I knew people have been. I wouldn't be going up to see them.
At the back
That makes
of
sense.
the feasting table, there was a series of pavilion tents, brightly coloured. Inside these tents, there have been like large cushions. Some of you have gone in for relaxation or just exploration. Again, all the tents are the same, except there are just no people. One tent has a large fire pit in the middle, and there is ash in it. Not warm, but still there, still as if it's been used, but the people aren't there.
I think we need to go down and get him. He looks distraught. Running
You
around.
see him going from
Running, I
tent to
guess.
tent.
Come on. I'm going to start heading down to him.
Okay. Takes around 10 minutes to climb down the stairs and get to him.
Styles! We need to get out of here. Now's our chance.
They've gone. Everyone's gone. It's
Possibly.
strange.
Possibly. They've had us under some kind of spell the whole time.
What? Where's Gearbox been?
He was locked away,
I have
imprisoned.
been in prison.
What? And the
Yes,
the
that
skeletons?
hasn't made him any less insufferable.
What's with the skeletons and the? Is that
Don't-
a zombie?
Don't worry about them. They're perfectly
were
fine.
dead.
They were dead when I found them. Well, the red cap wasn't.
We've been eating people.
What?
You called it.
No, I.
No, we
I'll just
can't
walk
have
over
it,
and
because-
cast protection from good and evil on Styles.
And I get ready to put a bag on his head.
I had like Ash Scarecrow. Like, what you doing? We need to find them. Where they gone?
I don't think protection from good and evil would affect the active charm spell. However, the charm spell doesn't stop you from listening to your friends. It only makes you more inclined to listen to the person who's charmed you.
Who's
I
around?
don't know if Scarecrow's ever charmed. I think he just
He's
fell for
in
a
love.
sinker.
I'm gonna point to the direction that
Gearbox pointed out
Gearbox
to
pointed and be like, I think they're this way. I think everybody went this way. Come on, let's go.
I would start leading that way, like it went. Marching that way.
You climb the stairs and enter the woodland. You pass through the clearing where you first saw the fairy dragons, but the light was slightly different. And once more back into the woods. Travel for 20-30 minutes. It's hard to tell. The canopy above has covered the sky. The trees are thick on either side. I need you all to make a wisdom check.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Just
3.
a wisdom check.
Who got 3?
Files.
Where the hell is my
Is it? It's just at the top, isn't it?
It's-
So the
it's-
top just they're both 7 for us.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
9.
3.
Smash that like button, guys. Hit subscribe. So that's right. Got to remind the audience what to do, haven't you?
So, as for remembering the Fae, Styles and Scarrick, you have no memory.
Whoa.
The last thing you remember. In fact, it doesn't even seem like it's changed. You've been on this forest path
Yes.
for
Oh no.
days. It's
Amazing.
you're back 4 days ago, where you were looking for a place to camp, which is where we left. Ozzy, you know something has happened.
As if that guy's gonna be the only one to remember
You
all that.
feel-
That's amazing.
That's perfect.
It's poetic.
You feel like you've been walking for too long. You feel like
It's all
something
with
not
dream.
quite right's happened, and I'd say for you, the thing that sticks out is the songs that you wrote in the Fae seem to be a more solid memory within your brain. But as for the events that happened there, the people you saw, the things you did, gone. Picard,
Yes.
you do not remember it all.
Oof.
You know that something's happened and it's been bad. You see, I presume you still have your companions with you. You're undead.
Oh yeah, I
They
must do.
just
Yeah.
last forever. You look at them and you're like, I got these from somewhere. Your brain piecing it together. A different dimension. It was the Fae. You know you've been to the Fae.
Hmm.
Give me one more wisdom check,
Oh my
please.
God. 6.
You know you've been to the Fae. And you know things started good and ended bad. But you don't remember the conversations you had.
Do I remember winning that boat race? Do I not even feel a sense of accomplishment?
I'll say,
But
yeah.
I
You
can't
remember.
attain it
You
to
remember you
anything.
won something because that's tied into your sort of core emotions. You remember sailing on an endless ocean.
That was nice.
I guess that's the image that you have in your brain of the Fae. You don't remember the tree houses. You don't remember the feasting. You don't
I
remember the
just remember
caverns. You
the
remember
war times.
an endless ocean and a radiant, colourful sky, and riding a vessel that you've never ridden before.
That was nice.
Let's see. Gearbox. Okay. I think we should set up camp.
I'm really hurt.
As I turn around and see these 2 skeletons and a zombie marching near us, I draw my rapier and I'm walking towards them.
I say, whoa,
Jesus,
whoa.
what's...
Mr. Styles, don't worry. They're with me, I think.
Where the hell have they come from?
Picard, where did you get stonecutter skeleton? Why?
Huh.
Can
What's
just
going on?
just remind me,
I'm not
Paul,
really-
what do I remember? Just that I'm just like exhausted and
You remember
like a
more
dream,
times
or-
pass. Like it's hard to know how you got here. You remember, all of you remember looking for camp. That was where your memory for some of you ends. You remember looking for camp, and then for some reason you're a lot further on than you were. You know you've traveled distance, but you can't. It's almost like you know you're somewhere and you've got somewhere somehow, but you're not sure how, why.
So I don't have any inkling of sorry, I don't have any inkling of like it being the Fae. Just the songs.
No, just. I mean, if I assume at this point you're not thinking about your music, but next time you sit down to play, songs may come to you that you didn't have before.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anyone feel weird? I feel
What?
weird.
You all do feel slightly weird.
I feel pretty
I will
good.
say that.
I've gained some confidence in my sailing abilities. I'm not sure how.
I feel like
like I've woken up with a hangover, like something's happened, but like what day is it?
Are we?
I'm just tired. I think we need to find somewhere to camp, but
Yeah, but I thought we
I
were.
want
I'm
more
sorry.
information about the skeletons.
We
Where
were
the hell
doing
did the
that,
skeletons
and
come
then
from?
Gentlemen, it appears my day and date system has failed. I'm ever so sorry.
Gearbox. You are useless.
Perhaps it is just the moisture. It is rather damp in here.
does anybody remember eating like some funky colored, like mushrooms or something?
No,
No, you aren't spiked, have you?
I feel like we've just. I feel like I've had a trip and I've kind of like time's been missing a little bit.
Aye.
Well, you need to focus on the mission, Mr. Ozzy. Now is not the time for your drugs and your partying. Got a job to do.
Right? Yeah.
Isn't that right, boys? And I turn to the skeletons and the zombie that I don't really know why they're there.
Where the fuck did they come from?
They've probably been with us the whole time. You need to pay attention.
Did you? Are they dwarves?
They're a little shorter
Did you get them
usual.
from Scarg's home?
Oh, well,
they're
if they are
stone cutters,
dwarves,
but
maybe.
You've
What's
been
this other
carrying them
one?
around.
It's got a little red hat on. Looks adorable.
Are those boots? Metal
Very
boots?
heavy.
I think we should set up camp.
Yeah, I think
I-
let's find a clearing.
Actually, gentlemen, I don't think we're that far away.
Oh,
And Gearbox sort of pushes through some woods and shrubs, and you see the forest ends. And then there are like another set of hills. A small entrance to a cave. Gearbox pulls out his map from the map bag, and he looks at it. Ah, perfect. We have got to the cave, the end of my map.
I thought we only just
Well,
really started.
I don't understand.
Perhaps.
Travelled that far.
I say we make camp and
I guess
Try and get
time
things
flies
a bit
when you're
sorted.
having fun.
absolutely, Gearbox. And I, using my innate navigational skills, have brought us here ahead of time.
This was
This
different.
fun normally hurts so much.
Ask Mr. Ozzy.
Aye.
Scarg, you look fucked, man.
Yeah, you've had too much
Really
fun.
fucking hurting.
You got like
Your brain struggles to comprehend. You've walked miles before. When you were in the wars, your armies would have to walk, well, just march distances, days on end. Never have you felt this painful from just hiking.
I've definitely
something
been in
happened.
wars.
Something happened in these woods. Something's not right.
God, you're obsessed.
what,
That's
what
just-
time of day is it? Is it
It's night again. The sun is low in the sky, and as you look up, you see the stars are out.
I throw out the Go Go Gadget Fort and say the words Go Go Gadget Fort.
Right. I just need to. I'll be back in 1 second. Just a quick
Alrighty,
break.
Roo.
1. Liar! Did we have
Right.
to get over 20 to remember anything, or was we never going to remember anything?
22 was the mark.
Oof.
The
Tight.
fate itself is, most people who go would just never know. It's a feat of the mind to actually remember even going, let alone what happened in there.
Fair enough.
It's a tricky,
Nice.
tricky trap.
Okay.
So, as you set up the fortress, Gearbox says there is a marking for a homestead inside the cave as well. But
Well.
wherever you're more comfortable.
Shall we push on into the cave?
I mean,
Aye.
that probably makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've set up the Go Go Gadget Castle now.
It's
Oh,
okay,
well,
you can bring it
that's
back.
impressive, yep.
Thanks, Styles.
Okay.
Tap him on the back. Carry on,
Okay.
lad.
Undo Go Go
on,
Gadget Castle.
Shrinks back down. You see the remnants of a rabbit squished into the ground who didn't quite make it
Oh.
out.
Mr. Styles, you didn't check. You didn't check the area first.
So always poked up on fire.
Ozzy gets a flash,
that's
a
dinner.
flashback of a body on a sacrificing table. No, wait, what?
Ozzy's hand goes to his stomach like, like a rabbit recently. The small entry tunnel leads to a natural chamber not too far inside. Inside there are signs that a camp has been made here in the past, remains of a well-used fire pit, and litter of passing people, bones of small animals and a small stack of wooden blankets. The cavern walls stretch up above you around 20 feet into an arched ceiling.
I forget, are we meeting someone here? Or are we just mapping?
No.
No, our mission is to explore beyond this. Anaxi wishes us to map beyond. We are trying to find the lost laboratory of Qualish. Remember?
Oh, aye, that's it. For the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sword.
Sorry, I'm a bit foggy still. Aye, the sword plans.
Perhaps we just need rest. We have travelled very far.
We have, and isn't it a bit odd that none of us really remember that journey?
Aye, like, where
What do you mean? We entered early and we just walked through the forest quicker than you thought.
That's a big forest.
Well, maps can be sometimes poorly scaled, I guess.
You see,
And that's why
Gearbox
Cat
here.
says it's his
doesn't quite
excellent navigating, and as he says that, I kind of think what I just said about the car navigating, and realise
Yes,
there was
Mr.
something
Stiles.
wrong in it.
It is a little odd that my time doesn't work anymore.
Yes, well, you can't
It's
trust
never
your
happened
machines.
before.
Wait, what do
It's
you
all
mean
about
your time
instinct.
doesn't work?
Well, I have the ability to tell
Yeah.
exact time and date.
And what's going on with your time?
I don't know what day it is.
Can't you tell from that? So I can do it fairly accurately, but I assume
Oh, that's a
you can
grand
do it more
idea.
accurately.
Let's go outside and look then.
Could have just been in the castle. It'd been easy to go to the roof.
Gearbox, can you just not
Yes.
tell what the time is anymore, or has more time apparently passed than you're aware of?
Well, if I could tell you the exact time, I'd be able to tell you how much time has passed, but I can't.
It's
Oh.
fine.
So,
it's
I don't know.
It's the day after yesterday, and the day before tomorrow. That's all we need to know.
That's a very accurate representation.
Darn tootin'.
I need a drink.
I'm sure he's a Modron.
Are we setting up camp in here then?
Indeed, we are.
We having a rest? You look like you need a rest, guy. Fucking hell, you.
I really do.
Is that a handprint
hiking
on your
doesn't-
shoulder?
I've got a slice wound in a... What? Handprint where? He's burnt me.
Ozzy's like, my dick's sore.
I feel like I've been shagging for a week.
I think you always feel like that.
I do.
Touche.
Ozzy, you smell like you've got fades.
Fades.
As you look around the blankets, you see there is a small bundle of dry firewood. Using it to make a fire in the pit, you get a warm glow rapidly, and instantly makes the chamber a little more cozy. It also illuminates the markings on the wall, but it's up to you whether you think you'd be interested in them at this point.
I guess after a bit of time sat there, we'd start taking in the surroundings for sure.
Okay. Master Styles, are you going out to look at the stars with the gearbox?
Yeah, I'll Scott Gearbox outside.
So as you go outside, at this point the sun has set, and the stars, you get a fairly decent view. This hillside entrance is slightly above the trees, and you see as they slope down, you can sort of see a panorama of the sky. I assume you'd have some book with the markings of the year.
I think with Styles' experience, you can get the month.
Okay.
Not the date.
Make a survival check then, please.
Oh dear. I'm going to use a look. I think
He's
this might
back.
be important. 18.
18. The reason it takes a little longer than normal is the stars appear different. You often, when on watch, peer up at the sky, especially before the astral and after. And the constellations are in a different formation. The planets are the main thing that stands out. Obviously, the planets run a trajectory that arcs over the year. They're not in the same place as the last time you saw them. You know the month is Harvester, which was around the time you came into the forest. But there is a feeling of unease. This gearbox looks... This is very odd. Do any of you have a way to tell the time?
Pycat does.
Well, to me, it's not exactly where it's just.
I agree.
It can't be. Yeah.
Things seem a little odd.
Did Gearbox not remember anything either?
No.
It's as if. What we're talking months.
Maybe years.
What?
What?
Come again? Is
This time
You're
in
in
my
the
ears?
cave. He's talking to...
I thought we were all together again.
Oh,
I figured
Okay.
you'd be resting around the fire.
I can't. I can definitely tell it's not the right season. It's as if we've gone all the way through them.
The trees haven't changed. The weather feels correct. Maybe
Why-
we are a year ahead.
Why are you all obsessing over the time? There's nothing wrong. We're here, aren't we?
We're not with them.
No, are we not?
No, just sat around the fire. For you three sat around the
how
fire
much weed do we smoke?
as you lay back. How much?
Classic
You nearly said how
Alex.
much smoke have you weeded?
Yeah. I definitely said that. How much
Sorry,
weed have we
I was
smoked?
sorry. I was looking at the map.
As
There's a big fucking dragon on it.
as those of you sat around the fire look around, you see names carved into the rock. Possibly hundreds of names. And then your eyes are drawn to a larger carving. Now the carvings around are in a mixture of thieves' cant and infernal. You see the
I can
larger
read thieves'
carving
cant.
seems to have
Read Infernal.
a translation next to it. As you read the Infernal, Scarrick
I can read Infernal too.
and Ozzy, you read, "Here lies the hidden path to the monastery of the distressed body. The Grand Master offers shelter and protection to all who bow to his name." The fire also illuminates at the back of the cave 2 exits that lead deeper into the mountain, with a large carving in the center.
You can understand that too, right, Skarg?
I
That's
don't know if we have to bow to the person to,
well, it sounds pretty ominous to me.
or if it's just a general, mate. If we're friends, then it won't. Or if we're subservient.
What's with all the names? Ooh, do you think you write your name on the wall and then that's you like bowing?
With this, I assume Gearbox and Styles come back into the room.
Maybe.
Guys, something definitely happened to us in the forest.
Oh,
I still feel fuzzy.
Some time's passed.
I knew it.
Yes, and we're not
Did we
exactly
sleep
sure
through
how
a day?
much.
That would explain the fog, when you're like get really drunk and you're just sleeping through a whole day.
It's slightly more than a day.
Yeah, it could be, but it's at least a year.
Could definitely be a year.
Wait, what?
What?
We're fairly sure it's a year, at least.
What?
Possibly longer.
Probably longer.
Wait, what? How?
Does anybody have a way to tell the time?
Yes.
Well, I would advise you do it as soon as possible, please.
You look at the sun and you know what,
I
No, the date,
pull out.
sorry.
Nighttime when we're in a cave.
pull
That
out
one to leave the.
I pull out the sending stone and I send a message to Gellin. Gellin! When was the last time we spoke to each other? How long has it been? Hope you're well.
Not be on my deathbed.
As you send the message, you wait for a reply.
And I hope your great granddaughter is pretty fine.
By the way, pass the stone down.
It's you. I never thought this day would come.
Oh, fuck off. No way.
What did he say? I don't know how long I have. My father died 15 years ago. My name is Quinn. I'm his son.
What?
He gifted me this stone. Please. Tell me more. Are you alive?
What's he saying, Mr. Ozzy?
Is he alright? Like, has he found the ship?
Yeah, wait.
Has he got my gold?
Has he got my ship? Has he got my sister's head?
Or is he in love and orgy?
How's my kebab business going?
Well, that might be an empire.
Ozzy just like sits down. Sorry, Kurt's in a bit of shock as well. Just taking me a moment to process that. Ozzy just like sits down and is like, a while has passed. That wasn't Gellin. That was Gellin's son.
What?
Didn't know he had a son.
Did he have a son?
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, he did not have a son. 15 years.
15 years
How,
what?
how old did the son
Son's
sound?
15 years.
I'm not surprised he's sired children.
He said it was. Did he say 15 years? It's been 15
He
years.
said his father died
Since
15
his
years
father
ago.
died.
Oh
so.
shit!
Yeah, that's the minimum 15. That's why
It's been at least 15 years.
you have to add on at least the kid's
Ge-
age.
Gellin-
then
Gellin-
plus however long he was like fucking around.
Gellin died. No, this is a fucking.
Ask him when the war was.
This is a
Ask
fucking.
him when the war with the
this is a-
Saugons was.
This is a joke. This is a joke. Haha, very funny. I'm going to try and cast send in to Gellin. Like use the spell sending.
What does it do to dead people?
Ask him when the war was.
It's just nothing. I don't get a response.
Hey, again, you say what you want to say.
Gellin, please don't be dead. Nothing.
You get no response.
Nothing. He's. Oh my god. What the fuck has happened? This is a dream, right? This is haha, very funny. This is a wake up now. Start pinching myself. It's a dream. Guys.
Well, it can't be. We visited Eric's home. We flew down, walked through the woods. It's been days.
Something's
15 years would make sense, but I'm not 100% sure that's correct.
Oh wait, let me
I
what-
need some charts or something to map the planets.
let me message Anaxi. I'll send a message to Anaxi.
Yes, Anaxi. We need to tell him ASAP.
Or
We need to tell him about the mission. And that we're still alive. He'll be worrying if it's been 15 years.
yeah, I'm gonna burn a 4th level slot so I can sending again. and I message Anaxi and say, Anaxi, what the fuck is going on? We appear to have lost some time in the woods. How long has it been? Love you lots. Oh, no.
Is it 25
Gearbox
words?
says hi. Yeah.
By the gods, I sent you 25 years ago.
What? What?
I thought you were lost. But you're still alive.
Am I lost?
Yes, Garrick's gone.
We lost Garrett to the void.
You're still alive.
25.
The mission is critical. We are at war.
What?
Cyberpunk war.
25 years have passed. I'm making a fucking note of that.
Yeah, you write that down. That's
The year
important.
is 625.
We're at
In
war.
fact, no, it's not. The year is... Oh no, sorry. 30 years have passed. 30
Oh, I
years.
just wrote 25 really big.
Sorry, dude.
I didn't say that extra zero. It's
Right,
three.
It's
25.
crazy for all of us.
Plus 5.
Yeah, the year is 625.
What the fucking fuck? 30 years have passed.
30 years have passed.
Well, everyone we know and love's dead. Or old.
Pretty much.
Hang
dead
on.
then.
Hang
Not
on.
necessarily.
Might not be 20.
Dwarves live for a while. And
No,
humans.
I've managed to change 25 to 30, so don't fucking
Yeah,
change
alright,
it
leave
again.
it at 30. That's fine, that's fine. I'll make it work.
Well, no, you can change it.
No, go-
It's just a
wow,
note.
If you had that, what did you put there?
The year's 625, so... Maths. 30. No, it's 30 years.
Is it 30?
Ish. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But Misty.
The year is 620. That's right. 4th of Harvest.
can-
Messages to
Fucking
anyone.
30 years passed and none of us remember anything.
Well, it's obviously something happened in the woods. We all felt it. It was all a bit a little straight. Do we look any older? Do we look the same?
You all look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I turn to the undead chaps with me and I go, boys, do you know anything about this? And they all shrug.
Can they talk? Can you
No.
speak with undead?
No, I could probably cast speak with undead
Yeah,
on them,
you
but
could,
they can't do it without me doing it.
Hang on a minute. 30. This is a joke. This isn't right. Oh, and actually said we're at war, by the way. Whatever that means.
But who?
The war against the fish people.
My master is still alive, though.
That was a thing.
He is alive, yeah. He must
What did he say about the mission?
just that it's important. Just the same.
Carry on.
Is it
with the
still?
mission.
Are we not a bit late? Should we pack it up and go home?
If Anaxi believes the mission is still important, then it must be even more important than ever.
Wait,
I mean,
Wait.
we need this sword either way. Like,
who are we at war
oh
with?
no. Oh, n-
Is it
War.
Ayus?
Is it the fish people again?
No, it's not the
We need
fucking
the
fish
sword.
people again.
Okay.
I need to send another message. I need some. Who else could we message? Or is
the boys. I can't remember. It's been so long.
This isn't the postal
it's
service.
been 30 years?
What am I fucking?
Gavin and
it's
Davin.
called?
What about
Gavin
what
and
about
Davin.
Gavin and Gavin?
I'm not fucking messaging those two plonkers.
What about Sonny?
Sonny. No,
Sonny
he's dead.
the,
He's at the bottom of the sea. He's dead. He died 30 years ago.
We're never
Oh.
finding my girl.
Oh,
Like, I'll message Arlo.
I want to
a
learn
nice
from Gavin
life.
and Davin.
Yeah,
I
Gavin
wonder
Davin's
what they've
early.
been doing with his
Other
with his
people we-
forge.
I could
Really,
just message an Axie back, but
Nah. Let's see what Gavin and Davin have to say.
Captain Zenderos.
Captain Zandros.
No, Gavin and Davin.
Eliander.
I vote Gavin and Davin.
Yeah, but if Gellen's dead, who knows? Who's to say that they're still alive? All right,
Gavin and Davin- yeah, but Gillen was old anyway, wasn't he?
Gellin was old, yeah.
yeah, I'll message Gavin.
Didn't know you had a favourite.
Gavin,
Yeah, it's a bit tight. You've got.
it's Ozzy. What year is it? Are we at war?
With the fish people again.
And
Ask
if
them where they
so,
are.
who with?
Where are they?
Where are you? Is the forge okay? Scarrick says hi.
After some time of nervous trepidation, you receive a message back. Ozzy! We thought you were dead. Is Scarrick with you?
Yes, you fucking idiot. I said Scarrick says hi.
It's
We've got him so much money.
the year 620. We are at war with Ayus. We are in Greyhawk. It cuts off.
You see Ozzy's face, like, drop. Gavin said that, you were at war with Ayus.
Is it?
The year is 620. Which is 30 years. What the fuck happened? We failed. And
I haven't failed.
didn't even realize it. They're in Greyhawk, by the way. I don't know why.
They were sent to Greyhawk, if you remember, a long time ago.
Oh, were they?
When the
I don't know, it's been 30 years.
yeah, when they were drafted to Thingy, Gellin sent them away for their own protection to the city.
Did I say I was using a fourth slot for that one or for the previous one?
I think that was the 4.
That was the previous one.
Okay,
Was
so that's
it?
another fourth one. Okay.
I've experienced this before from
Yeah, you know about
going
this.
into Wilds.
The wild.
Yeah, but I remembered everything what happened. I've never experienced a time jump like this before. Maybe it's just a magical
Why don't you all
forest.
make a
Can't anyone remember anything?
Arcana check?
$16.
8.
Seven.
For Ozzy and Styles, did you say 7?
Yeah.
Yep. Your brains are too riled, too shaken up to concentrate on what this could be. For you, Picard, this resounds in your head, the fact that you're in the Fae.
Oh yeah, because
You do remember.
I did that
Kind
boat
of.
race. That
Um,
boat race must have taken a really long time.
For you, Scarrick, your brain flicks through magic that could do this. You think of all the things that you've seen and heard of in tales. Most of them just seem too unrealistic. You haven't locked horns with any high-level mages. You haven't disturbed gods. You haven't meddled with things that you shouldn't have done. And then looking across to Styles, you think of the Astral Sea. The only other realm you know of that can change time is the Fae.
So, in my knowledge, we haven't messed with anyone who could have done this, but as Styles knows with the Astral Sea, some realms have time-altering effects, and the Fae is one of those. It's rumoured to be a tricky place, and that can be quite persuasive, so it's possible we were trapped there.
That weirdly rings a bell.
This could be the reason for other lost expeditions.
What do you mean this rings a bell, Packard?
I've just got a really strong hankering for a really nice feathery goose down pillow. I don't know where it came from, but I've just been thinking about it all day. I feel like I've done things. I feel like I've lived.
Paul, did you say that Packard knows he was gone to the Fae or something? Or?
Picard knows he's been in the Fae to some extent, except he doesn't know what he did there.
So does
he just remembers in your brain, Picard, you see the image of this endless lake, and that is the main thing that makes you think this is like a weird magic place.
Are you suggesting we were in the Fae?
Fuck is it? Did you hear that?
What?
Yes. Like a little meow.
I don't know if there's a fucking cat in my house.
You have a cat, James. Get out, cat! James, you're high. It's your cat.
No, it's my cat, but I'm guessing there's another cat, but luckily I've got one of those microchip cat flaps, so it can't get in anywhere. But fucking hell. You're a fucking night fury, that's why you're called Toothless.
Creatures of
Are you?
I'm lost, where were we?
Are you suggesting that we was in the Fae? The Fae Wild?
I mean, I don't know quite what a Feywild is, but
point Ozzy that the song that was recurring in your brain comes back.
I was about to, we used to sing songs when we were kids, like nursery rhymes, and I guess here I will remember the song, and I will sing the song, but I can't remember the lyrics. But
sing the song.
Listen one and listen all, man, woman, and children small. If in the Fae you wish to play, heed the words that I say. One in there is 10 elsewhere, so kiss your mother before you go. Each smile has words to say, so be careful in the Fae. Your time may seem so happy and gay, but your time is slipping away. And when you wake from your Feywild dream, you will not remember what you have seen.
Well,
and if that doesn't ring true to what we're experiencing right now, then I don't know what else does. Oh my god.
It adds up.
Adds up to 30 fucking years.
How does it add up to 30 years? So how many years was he in there? 10 in there, so...
Was it? Did you say it was 1 in 10, so what, 1 day is 10 years? Something like that? I don't know.
1 year is 10 years.
It's a nursery rhyme.
It was
it's not science.
3 years.
It's not an equation.
Gallon's dead.
Well, He was alright, I suppose. I got nothing bad to say about him.
You see Gearbox climb onto like one of the rock ledges, so he's like eye level with you all, and he turns. Gentlemen, I can tell you are distressed, and I can see your emotions are running high. But if Anaxi has said the mission is important, he has always told the truth. Perhaps now this mission is not one just for yourselves, but one for all of humanity. We will rest tonight, and then tomorrow we should push on. We cannot get back what is lost. We can only make the future right.
But everyone has been left. Everyone's 30 years older.
For some, 30 is just a blink of an eye.
This is a lot.
Right, well, let's not dilly-dally. We've got a world to save.
I'm gonna message.
Stop messaging people.
Gets
Everyone's dead.
It's like a kid getting off the plane.
Teenagers.
I'm gonna send a text to Captain Zandros. It's Ozzy. Apparently, it's been 30 years. What the fuck has happened? What's happened with Ayus and Saltmarsh and Galen? We've been away. Don't know.
Again, after some time, and as just sending these messages, it's taking time for them to go and come back, and all the time you're sat around the fire, the day slowly, the night slowly ebbing away. You hear a tired Captain Zenderos. Ozzy, is that you? I thought you'd left. I haven't been welcome in Saltmarsh for 3 years. Ayus controls the north. The south is the last bastion.
Ayus controls the north. The south is the last stronghold of the free world.
Sound good.
No, it does not sound fucking good. It does not sound fucking good at all. We need to make that sword.
Aye.
We need to destroy him. And we need to build a time machine.
What?
You heard.
I
want that
heard.
30 years back.
Not sure if the logistics of a time machine would work. One would only ever be able to travel to the future and not the past.
Shut up, Gearbox. This is a world of magic. If I want a time machine, I'll make one.
I'm sorry. The way from here is unmapped. I just hope it's less treacherous than the way to this point.
There's only one way to find out.
First, we should rest. I can see your bodies are tired. They will be if it's been so long.
Yeah.
We will ponder the engravings while you rest. Perhaps you could help us with the language.
Hey, are you talking to me?
He just sort of looks around the room. Yeah, he's mainly looking at you because it looks like Infernal. So
I need to sleep, so
I can feed this. This is Thieves. Thieves can't. I can read this bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
then as Ozzy and Scarrick, you turn in. Styles, you stay up for a little longer, helping Gearbox and Picard to make a cipher to translate Thieves' Cant into common tongue. With that inscribed, Picard and Gearbox, you spend the time to decode the message between the two doors, and you find a series of directions leading you through a maze of tunnels in the mountain to the other side.
Oh. There's a way through.
Before I sleep, I want to cast one more message.
oh, gallant son, just like random fucking message 15 years later that you don't reply.
I can't. Well, I could actually. That was with the sending stone. I could reply, but fuck that guy. I send a message to Bruce.
Okay.
If he's still alive, which he might. I don't know. How old was he? He was in his 40s when I played him.
Yeah. He's also had a lot of time in different dimensions.
You just asked the question you didn't want.
Let's see.
Let's call.
Go 50-50.
I mean, he'd be old as shit either way, because he had time after I played him to kill his brother and all sorts. Anyway. Bruce. It's Ozzy.
Who?
Yeah. Long.
Always waste that first word by saying the person's name. Every time.
Hello.
Hi.
He's like, oh, this wasn't for me.
A long time has passed. Ives has awoken.
He knows nothing.
I'm forging a sword with Scarrick to fight him. I started this, I didn't really know what I was going to say.
Hey, what's been going on?
Any advice?
Okay. It's... What did we say his accent was? English? Can't remember.
He speaks like toast.
Toast. It's good to hear your voice. I am old now. But not gone yet. The world needs all the hope it can get. Are you safe? And shortly after, you receive a message from Bruce.
Ooh, Bruce can send messages, can he?
Ayus rallied the barbarians in 615. This year, he took much of the north. War has come. Remember the light. Bring peace to the world.
Nicely done, Bruce. That's not his first message. I don't tell
You
it.
can reply to this message.
Oh, of course I can, yeah. We will defeat him. I may have left the path of Pelor. But it's for the greater good. I will rid the world of him.
And as you fall into, I'd assume, a restless slumber, with the turmoil of the situation on your brain, Scarrick, your mind turns to a dream.
Oh shit.
The area is black, as always.
Where you been, little bitch?
It's been a long time since you've sat at this forge. The fire, just embers now. The dark shape, the shadow demon, moves forward. You have returned to us. You have been gone some time.
Sorry,
It's alright.
it's always awkward. isn't
Can't
it?
even look at him.
Sorry, something's happened. I think we got trapped in the Fair Realm.
It is no matter. You are lucky as the others failed. You are still on your path, aren't you?
Yes.
Then move quick. But time is no longer a commodity. And our
How do
master...
you stand with Ayus?
Do not concern yourself with politics. You do not serve Ayus. You serve Pyremius. And what is a demigod to a true god? Do as the
Move
master
fast.
wishes, or feel his wrath. With that, you awake. It's the next morning, and you are covered in sweat.
Get a long rest.
Everyone gets a long rest. Picard, with the help of Gearbox, you have taken down the directions that you need to traverse the cave, and you've worked out it would take a couple of hours.
Alright, I'll relay this to the team.
A couple of hours, eh?
Yes.
Are we sure?
Oh, probably. Let's not
I
wait
am
around.
fairly sure. Our directions are quite accurate. Are you ready to leave?
Aye, I think so.
Does anybody have any loved ones? Or just anybody they would like me to message just to let them know that you're okay?
No.
Nope.
We're all
I don't
fucking
suppose Night-
like orphans of the
Nightshade
world.
would have remembered me anywhere.
Got a fag and 7 kids now. Living on the estate.
Oh yes, Mr. Stars,
have you been?
your whore may have aged terribly.
It's just tiny styles running around stabbing.
I would like to. I would like to know how my business has gone, but I suppose if it's in the hands of the enemy now, it wouldn't really know.
Would I know from what information I've been told whether Saltmarsh is part of Ayers now, or?
You know from the large map. I think I can't upload the large map on here. I will send you it in a message if I have it. I think. What has Finn done to my phone?
30 fucking years.
Bear with me. I'm sure I've sent it in here before, so I'll try and send it again. In fact, I could do it on the PC. Right. Do you have your phones with you or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just watch out, because someone's trying to steal my Facebook profile so I can get any
Oh,
back.
yeah, we
I
saw
s-
that.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, reject the one from Pat. And all you fans as well, if you're looking for Pat on Facebook. Just remember.
Yeah. It's been. Do you know who it is, Pat? Or like where it's come from? Because I've seen it
I don't
happen to a
know,
few
but I've had-
people.
I know I've known 3 people it's happened to this week.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm admin on a selling page for radio stuff as well, and the amount of fake accounts in the last 2 weeks even has been ridiculous. Like one a day.
What a bunch of losers.
These are
Losers. Oh, fucking hell. I should have put it as my background, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you can point it out like a weatherman.
Yeah. Basically, no, it hasn't stretched to. I'm just gonna. I'll keep trying doing this while I'm talking because the ping
Yeah, you
PNG
can just,
might
you
be a
can
bit
just tell
smaller.
me.
There you go. Right. So if you have a look on your thing, this is a small version. So the Kingdom of Ayers is obviously in the north, near the cold marshes, and Greyhawk is just south of the like large lake in the middle, near the Kingdom of Furionde. The boys said that Greyhawk was safe, and everything sort of south of Greyhawk is safe. So everything north, to some extent, is now territory, but you're not 100% sure where. Saltmarsh is well south. Like you've got
Okay.
kingdoms in the way. So
Saltmarsh is south of Greyhawk, and according to Gavin, Greyhawk seemed okay. So maybe your kebab business is flourishing. Who can I ask to check?
I don't know. I kind of left it in the hands of that weird woman in the tavern.
Oh, the tavern
Hopefully,
owner,
yeah.
Is that-
Hopefully,
the owner of the empty net.
Nightshade will have I've gone there and.
Oh,
made it
that's
more
right. Did you
profitable.
tell Nightshade
He did, yeah.
to go and take the
Yeah.
business?
And from I think it give us some money as well to aid in it.
Bottom of the sea.
Maybe there's loads of little stars running around.
I'll be able to keep track of that often. That's
Yeah. File it in the bottom of the sea.
I'd like to see the maths as you work out. I'd like to see your maths page of working out 30 years of interest
We
on.
all know maths isn't my strong point. I think, though, I'm not sure if you were. I think we've covered the kebab business before with Gellin, and when the war with the fish folk happened, everyone was drafted, and it just failed after that.
I think with a war going on, you'll have loads of soldiers going around and
I think a lot less
Be
people, a lot
eaten.
less expendable funds.
So just as
Yeah,
a last
that's what we
Putting
want.
down them
effort as
railings and
well,
making shells.
with the gold at the bottom of the sea.
Hmm.
Did you recently get the message? Did you message the crew members? Are they gone?
That was 30 years ago. You messaged.
Yeah, I messaged 30 years ago and didn't get a response from any of the crew. They're all at the bottom of the sea. They're all dead.
we haven't got proof of that though. We're just
We don't have proof.
The last
no
note
one
she
was
had
answering.
was there was a storm that tackled,
Yeah.
that passed through the area they'd be sailing. The ship didn't get to Saltmarsh, and Gellin was going to send people to find out at the ports up the thingy.
We need to rescue them.
now he's dead.
I'm actually gutted. Still
Yeah, but
processing this
his
information.
son might be. It's just his son might be a bit of a shagger as well.
Yeah, I mean, young though. He's going
If
to
only
be.
he hadn't waited for the boat race, eh?
What a race! What a race! Guys,
Well, we don't even
None
fucking
of,
remember.
None of you
it.
remember.
Oh, fucking hell.
As you slowly,
So
I'd
are
imagine
we
this
walking,
morning, you're slowly getting ready. There is no haste across the camp. Everyone's still trying to process this information. This is not a situation that happens to people very often. Most who go into the Fate, it would seem, never return. You're almost lucky to come out, but at a price. And
I
that
would've-
price is time.
I would have happily stayed there.
They were.
Maybe you would have been happy staying there. And that's sort of the things that your mind, your mind
we go
doesn't
back?
actually don't remember. But maybe part of you thinks, if I was in the Fae and we spent 30 years there, I must have loved it. There is a somber mood as you traverse through the passage into the cave that leads deeper into the mountain. Who is taking point?
I will.
Okay. Okay. So, you move through the cave, following Picard's and Gearbox's directions. There is no light down here, but you have torches and the ability to see where you need to. There are several twists and turns. Passages that you know if you'd gone down, there'd be a chance you'd never find your way back. But having negotiated direction, having worked out the directions, you know the way. To the Lost Valley and the Monastery of the Distressed Body. After around an hour of traversing these tunnels, Scarrick, you see a strange sight. In the light ahead of you down the passage that you need to go. Sorry, you come to a T-junction. There is a passage left and right. You know the way is left. But as you turn and look down around 30 feet in front of you, there is a sword floating above the ground. It glints in the light cast by Picard and the others. It just sits stationary.
Did you say 30 feet in front of us, or 30 years?
Feet.
Just checking.
1 second, let me just see.
You put your hand out and
Does
stop the
anyone
people
know?
behind.
Oh, there, yeah.
What is it?
What is it,
Do you
boy?
see that
Is that
at the end of the tunnel?
is that a sword?
And I'll
Peering
send
over
out my mage
Scarrick's
hand.
head. Yeah, it's very interesting. Your mage hand doesn't have HP, does it? You send your mage
No.
hand out and
I'd send a couple of dancing lights as well, just to like illuminate
follow
the
it
area
down.
around it.
As the lights get to around half a foot away from the sword, they illuminate a surface. The surface has a slight tinge of green, and it fills the entire cavity, a decent 5 by 10 foot gap.
I think it's a trap.
As the hand moves forward, it pushes into something semi-solid. You try and grasp the sword. The lights dim as they enter this mass. This gelatinous mass.
Oh shit! It's a gelatinous cube.
We don't know what shape it is.
Fine.
Does any of us know what that is?
What would be a good monster check, I guess? Arcana again?
Kurt knows.
Or survival?
Cat's not here.
We'll hand
History.
History, yeah. History, because that's intelligent. I was going to go nature, but we'll go history.
Or nature, yeah, I suppose.
Just missing the last 30 years there.
Ooh.
Oh, natural 1 for 2.
Natural 1.
Yeah, I got a natural one.
Fuck off! 3 natural ones. That's that.
Alex?
What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
I got
30.
I got 11.
11.
You got 2
Staring-
ones.
2 ones.
Well, that's all the ones, so you win. You win D&D. Staring at it, most of you are just... Your brains aren't switched on enough to really think back on your monster like that. It just
Is it jelly?
looks like an odd gel.
What the fuck is that?
Alex, you recognise it as a danger. But you're not 100% sure what
That-
it is.
Doesn't look okay.
As the hand
Not
sort of
normal.
retracts from it, it begins to move slowly towards you.
It's
Do we
Slowly.
run or kill it?
What
how
is
do you
it?
kill gel?
Is it maybe
Fire?
just back up. Is it moving
Right,
fast?
Let's slowly back up.
It's moving really slowly, almost like creeping towards you. Like you can only just really see it, but it does begin to pick up pace slightly.
I'm assuming there's like this workshop, this place is going to be guarded by something, but
Is that the way we need to go?
Yes.
I throw a rock at it.
As you throw the rock and it goes into it, you see the lichen and mold that's on the rock instantly dissolve into small bubbles. The rock itself is stripped bare of any life.
Well, it cleaned that rock. It's definitely a cleaner.
I think
It's now moved 10 feet towards you.
Do we go down the other way? Is it like taking up the entire space of the
I mean,
way?
we don't need to go that way anyway. We need to go the other way, but
Well, you
Don't
need to
know
go
if
the
we
way the
want
cube
that
is.
thing following us. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Alright.
the other way is... You're unsure
wrong
where
way.
it'd lead.
Alright. Throw some fire at it. Well, hold on, and I'll get my... is it like quite close? Is it like... Yeah, it's like 20 feet
It's
away.
20
or whatever.
feet away, yeah.
So I'll go like a few feet forward and empty out my alchemy jug.
Okay.
Of oil.
Okay.
All right, everyone, back up.
Like maybe wait till it gets on the oil and throw a fireball at it.
Everyone back. Yeah, everyone back up.
Yeah, I'll back up and wait for that and be ready.
Go back up and then choke down a fireball.
The fireball engulfs the space with flame, where you could see almost through this gel down the passageway. You are now blocked by burning fire. How much damage?
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 5.
36 fire damage. And it ignites flammable objects in the area, so maybe that oil would get lit as well, if that does anything.
Yeah. We'll say roll an extra d6 for the...
2. So 38 total.
The flame burns away at the gel. You can hear it hissing and popping and cracking as some of its mass is just burnt away into an acrid smoke that hangs heavy on the ceiling above. You have to cover your mouth, for the smell is just acidic, almost burning the inside of your throats and nostrils. It begins to pick up pace, moving towards you. It's moved another 5 feet.
I chuck an acid vial at it.
Okay. As you throw it, the acid seems to be absorbed into its body.
Should we just back up down this way? Let's see which way this goes. Where this goes.
You
I
can move
don't
down the
think we
T-junction where you came from if you wish and see if it goes past.
I don't think we should go wrong on the path, but
What is it? Where does the path lead? Do we know?
You don't know.
How do we know that this is the right way then?
Because they've read
'Cause
the
we've got the instructions from the
instructions from the wall where you entered.
We've mapped it out, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Have we got a map on Roll20, or is it still the big map?
It's just a thingy, but I'm just going to put you on this to give you a bit of perspective.
That's okay, I thought I was tripping.
I was tripping, man.
Boy, you tripping. Been 30 years.
Can you see that battle map or not?
See black.
Black. Yeah. Let me just do this again. Just see.
Well, I would continue to back up because I don't think I've got anything that can defeat Jelly. Eating it.
Eat it.
I say maybe we should go the other way.
I mean, I could try and scare it.
You're going to scare Jelly?
Fucking scared Jelly. It doesn't have eyes. What are you going to do?
What's Jelly
Threaten it.
afraid of?
I can be very scary.
Jelly moles?
Hungry children? Bless you.
Let's just we'll just back up.
Okay.
Oh my
Back
god!
up, back
Oh
up.
my
Tell me
god!
what
My
you
So
god!
you
now.
are. This is just for. I won't use it for scale, but it's just to give you an idea of where you are. So Scarrick, I presume you backed up down the corridor we came from. You need to go up past this mass, which is slowly moving down towards you to the T-junction. You're just backing up down the corridor, yeah?
Well, there's. You've got one somewhere in that room. There's one next to my bed there.
So did we back up down where we come from?
I assume so. Or you can back up down the mystery
Yeah, I
corridor.
want to do that, and then I'm gonna cast as it gets to the T-junction. I'm gonna cast Dreadful Aspect.
Okay. And that makes you look spooky.
I put on my spooky face, and I go, "Boo! You go down the other way now." And it's a
Okay.
DC 14. So wisdom saving throw.
And it is the effect is frightened, right?
Yeah. For
Okay.
1 minute.
It fails to save. And as you goggle at it and pull your funny faces, it continues to move towards you.
I knew you couldn't frighten jelly.
Well, that worked.
Oh shit.
And now
Oh,
we've lost.
boo, jelly.
Now we've lost our alternative path.
It sits in the gap, waiting.
Right.
I mean, maybe it wants something.
Yeah, us. It wants to eat us.
Try water on it, Styles.
Okay.
Don't stop
So I
pissing.
get my-
No.
I wasn't going to. What is it? Geyser of unending water, isn't it?
It's not like coming at us
Brought in
now.
It's just so it's stuck in this section of the T-junction, just filling this void.
Oh, okay.
You can see it's just a mass of gel. Just
I'm
it
gonna
just fills any space
Is
that
the,
it
is,
needs.
so does the sword look like it's the sword just stuck inside it then?
Yes, and now it's a bit closer. You can see the sword is made out of bone, and peering past it, you see the remnants of skulls and other pieces.
So I take out the geyser and I use the thread geyser and it shoots out water. That's it.
What, geezer? Or blasts it out. Danny Dyer runs out towards it. Give me a. I guess it's kind of like a force damage. It's a
There is
setback.
stats.
Go on then. What's it say? What happens if you hit
Yes,
something with it?
creature you can see the target must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Strength save. It
I'll
rolled
take 1 D4 bludgeoning damage and fall
You
prone.
see the water just smash into it and just blast up the sides. It's almost as if you've created a sheer wall of water as it sort of blasts into the gel, goes up and then comes back over the ceiling, creating this mist that just sprays back towards you.
I'm going to
Seems
fire
unaffected.
2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okay. As you do that, roll for attack.
6. No. 7. I can't do maths. 15
15, yep, hits.
and
Roll
another
for damage.
15.
Yep, roll for damage.
8. Oh, and 10. 18.
Okay.
False damage.
Another chunk of it flies off, and you see this small gap now between sort of the path you want to go and where its form is. After that gap is formed, the rest of it fills it, but you see it sort of drops from the ceiling a little. It is becoming smaller the more you're chipping off.
Let's fuck it up!
It shoots towards you, a
God.
pseudopod with a natural 20, baby. Oh, no,
To
it
me?
can't. No, it can't. Sorry.
Yep, to Aussie, specifically just Aussie.
No, it can't, because it's not close enough. But it was a fucking nat 20. Damn it! Okay, it begins to move towards you again.
I'm gonna cast Blight on it, which
Ooh.
basically sucks all of the moisture and vitality from a living creature.
Okay,
It's a con save of 15.
let's have a look.
Light's a pretty badass spell.
It's saved for 20.
Fuck off! Okay.
Pretty high constitution.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
What level slot is Blight?
4th.
I'm gonna.
So yeah, he takes half damage. Sorry. So I
Yeah,
have to do
that's
this.
fine.
Whoosh! What's half? 31.
We round up, don't we? 15,
Yes, sir. 16
16.
altogether. Yeah.
It's now, as this comes through, it sort of shrinks it almost like a sponge being wrung out of water. The mass itself now is only about 5 foot by 5 foot, and it slowly begins to creep towards you. By this point, it's had time to sort of reach you at the front, Scarrick, and as its small form begins to sort of ease into you, you hear this acid burn as it begins to etch away your armor, the shine that's on it. You have space to push past now if you wish.
Right, let's go. Now's our chance. Bye, Scarrick.
Yeah, I'll scooch by.
Okay. Moving round it, it's sort of, you see parts of it sort of bulge out and come towards you, and you move out the way and push past, and just with enough force with like your shield pushing into it to just move past and move on to the next tunnel. But you see,
Use your ghost hand. Grab the sword.
as you move your shield away, it has taken off the enameling and design on the front and etched some of it back to just the bare metal.
Look, it's cleaned your armor.
Try get the sword.
You stick your hand in it.
You've got a ghost hand.
Oh, maybe I won't have for much longer if I stick it in this weird thing.
Don't do it.
I don't know what's
You're gonna
what
try.
My
happened.
mage
up to
hand
you.
didn't go into it, did it?
Yeah.
It did. As
Yeah.
I'm going past, I'm going to try and use my mage hand to grab it.
Okay. You manage to pull it out, and it's sort of like,
Nice.
as you pull it, it sucks up. I need you to make a strength check, please.
Yes, please.
While he
Or-
does this, I'm going to
wait.
send.
Mage, it's magic, innit?
Mm,
You're trying to pull it magically, so let's do a bit of a Arcana check, please.
I've got a backup
Why
plan
has my
if this
strength
fails.
gone down? An Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
We still got the skeleton zombie.
Yeah, I was just thinking I've
Fuck
got three
off with a
undead
natural
who've
one.
just been
Why are all
watching.
my natural ones coming out? 2.
As you try and pull it, the sword sticks in tight, almost like a lure for people.
All right,
Um,
so
It like sucks out and then springs back in, and it almost tries to fire out a pseudopod at one of you walking past as it does it. So I just move on by.
right, upon seeing this fail, I send my 3 undead to try and clamber the sword out of it.
Okay. I will say, you just send the skeletons or the zombie as well.
I'll send all 3 of them. Yeah.
The skeletons manage to enter the cube, which is now about 5 foot by 5 foot. And you see any shred of clothing or the hair. Well, the hair was the main thing that was left on them. That instantly just dissolves into the cube. And it seems content in this fact that it's eating, it's consuming. You see the metal corrode slightly on these large hair grips, the hair beads that were on the hair. As the zombie walks in, its flesh dissolves and it dies
Oh dear.
after a short period of time. The skeletons, though, being just bone, do survive enough for one of them to get back out with the bone sword in hand.
Yes. I knew they'd come in handy. I knew I made them for a reason.
I'm gonna try and scooch past.
Yeah, you all manage to get past as it's sort of feeding and dissolving in the creatures that it's consumed.
Well, we did it,
As you-
boys.
As you pass the bone sword to Scarrick, you see that this sword is just made up of a amalgamation of human bones, and unfortunately, it is blunter than a blunter than a
Object.
blunt thing.
Well, I don't think much to this sword, Scarrick.
Perhaps it is
I
just a
thought it might
lure.
be something else.
Push on through the tunnels. The next hour going quickly. No more encounters.
Oh, God, that cost me 2 of my undead. Piece of shit sword.
You come out on the other side. It's only been a couple of hours now. Well, probably around 3-4. It's around midday. As you're turning a corner, the last of the instructions, you see at the end of this tunnel a bright light coming in. Your eyes haven't been used to natural daylight for some time. You've been used to the dim lights of your torches and your dark vision. This natural light, almost like a light at the end of a tunnel, draws you closer. As you enter out of the tunnel into the valley, you see an intriguing sight. Before you, a huge valley encircled by mountains, its base covered in mist. Floating hundreds of feet in the air in the center of this valley is a large rock island. Enormous chimney engines extend from the bottom of this island, burning with a fitful, deep red fire that appears to keep the island aloft. A series of odd structures rise from the rock, appearing like metallic crystals. As you see on your side, the cliff edge descends in a series of stairs to a flat metal dock, on which reclines a feline monstrosity with a female humanoid head, a regal genosphinx. A matching dock is thrust out from the floating rock island across from here, but there is no obvious way to cross the hundreds of feet of open space between them. And as you peer on the next part of this adventure, that is where we'll finish tonight's session.
Oh, damn.
How many fucking realms are we dropping into here?
It's
What
in
the
the
fuck
normal
is this
realm.
thing?
We are getting about a bit. I don't. Is this in the original Ghost of Saltmarsh module?
We're well past
Is this-
Ghost of Saltmarsh now.
Did-
We're not in
um,
Kansas anymore, baby.
Did Critical Role have something about floating islands where they were like powered by crystals or something? Or was that another one?
They
I was
do.
watching?
This is different,
Yeah.
but you'll find
This
out.
is better.
This is actually linked to something we've done before, so it's cool.
God.
So it's done full circle.
Remember when it was like, oh,
And-
I wonder where this Scarlet Brotherhood storyline's going to go. They're all dead now, aren't they?
Well,
Dear.
Well, I don't know. They've resurrected Ayus. Well, possibly had a hand in it.
well, gents,
Oh, yeah. Well, eating my kebabs.
it's been an interesting session.
Don't you forget that was a
Game
a
changer.
shock.
But how
So
long they've been
nice.
at war?
5 years, I think.
6:15, she said. So
Yeah,
it's not
so
6:20.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Wow.
I'm sure you'll find more about the war when you get back from your little mission.